Since this venerable stadium was erected in the Pennsylvania Hills, it has been the home to toughness, to passion, to winning. Welcome to Happy Valley and Beaver Stadium, home to the Penn State Nittany Lions. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was looking for some running. Not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Rutgers Scarlet Knights offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. And David, they've got a receiver that if he's able to command some extra attention, it could really help get this offense going.
Nah, and you need that playmaker out wide. That guy makes the whole thing go, right? Having a guy, if you want to play man-to-man coverage, he's going to beat you. And he's shown the ability to do that sometimes for this offense. And he's a guy that has the defense's attention.
Yeah, I don't think this guy's winning the Biletnikoff Award necessarily, but you're right, David. When he's one-on-one, he should be able to win those matchups. And based on how he's played this season, this quarterback should feel really good and really confident when he throws his way.
I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first third down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
Job number one for a defense is to create negative plays, to create turnovers. How about this? Opening drive of the football game, getting the big turnover, setting your offense up in great position, and building some mojo. This defense, that is a picture-perfect start.
They're dealing with a second and long. They'll give it to the back. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Here comes the heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Nestled just inside that right upright. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking to pass, it's Schultz. He rifles one deep down the right side. Intercepted. Beat a defender miss. And they capitalize not only... but on the great return to improve this field position.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
To the air on first down. Got it set up on the outside. Turning it on. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Going to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That'll give them an early 6-0 lead.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, we're still happy to get the field.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Takes the easy throw in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Now backed up in their own end, it's 3rd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air, it's Sampson. Here's a heat. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
If you're laser focused on defense and you're dialed into the quarterback and you're breaking on the football when he throws, you get a lot of tips, you get a lot of deflections, and then it just happens to bounce to your guy, and your guy does the rest, takes it all the way back to the house. Big play by this defense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Caught in the backfield, it's Epps. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs. Great place to start for this offense. They'll start this drive going to the air. Caught behind the line. It's Ray. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. And the Nittany Lions with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Makes a connection. And he ran away. defense to take it in. Touchdown, Penn State! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Finds us back in the middle. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Here's the handoff. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Snap it to the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Dropping back, it's Sampson. Finds his tight end. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. And the Scarlet Knights are flying down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got it inside the 15. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. The Scarlet Knights had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Touchdown, Scarlet Knights! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Catch in the middle, it's Reynolds. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Nittany Lions have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Finds the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. The Nittany Lions are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Sampson. He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to run it.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Bringing the heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Just a short pass to the tight end. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Wants to throw on first down. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
2-point conversion attempt is on the way. They're working that left side. He gets into the end zone to convert, and they'll tack on a couple right before the half. I don't know what this says about trusting your defense, but they're going for an early onside kick down 1 possession. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Happy Valley. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They start this 3rd quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So David adjusts.
Snatches it on the right. Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
The offense right now is moving in the wrong direction. They weren't able to get a touchdown on that first down play, now giving up a negative play on second down. You better be very careful about this third down play call.
After giving up that big play, this defense has been a rock. Third and goal coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. Hauls it in. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. The lead now 7 here in the third quarter.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Direct snap. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to call back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
These old girders are rocking on third down here at Beaver Stadium. Got it, looking for the first down. And the Scarlet Knights will keep this drive going.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
The Scarlet Knights now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Spits it out to the back. He's got his man, makes the grab. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. And the Scarlet Knights have their offense in high gear. Handoff from the gun. He has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback making adjustments. To throw, it's Sampson. That's reeled in, it's Ellison. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I keep feeding this guy for sure.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Second down, he'll throw it. He's got it and still on his feet. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
And they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes. They're fourth and short. Now, decision time, baby.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Got it. Stopped short of the marker. And they stop for this defense, and they get the ball back. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. The Nittany Lions buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. From the gun. Give on the inside. Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Back to pass, it's Schultz. Got his man on the right. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Man, this is really good complimentary football so far. Like, you're down in the fourth quarter. Your defense has to get a stop. They get it, and I love the first play. We continue the momentum. Nice play on first down. Got to put this drive together. Got to get some points.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Wants to throw on third down. Catch in the middle. It's Ellison. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Scarlet Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Wants to keep it in the air. Makes the grab. It's Epps. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the run. They knock him down inside the 30 at the 29. It's a pickup of 6.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Off the play fake. And the quarter is toast back at the 35.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake.
A shot toward the end zone. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding ball, and he's... develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The option look. He'll pitch it. There he goes. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. They finally get him stopped comes up with a nice play. This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Fires to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And the Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Back to throw, it's Schultz. Makes the catch, it's Strong. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments. Wide out level noise.
And if you're the defense right now, you've given up some yards on this drive, but you've got a possession lead. You just need one more stop after that last incompletion setting up 4th down. Do you blitz? Do you try to speed up the QB? Let's find out and watch.
He stopped short, and they'll turn it over. What a huge stand by this defense. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. Guys, I'm going to tell you.